Hey everyone, I'm back doing another Dan Morris Reacts video, and today we'll be watching Super Mario Bros. 2, the NES scandal of Super Mario Bros. 2 and Doki Doki Panic, Nintendo review by the Irate Gamer, Chris Bores. I watched this many years ago, but even though I prefer watching the Angry Video Game Nerd, even though I watched the Angry Video Game Nerd videos, well some of them, on Dan Morris Reacts years ago. So I thought I might do the Irate Gamer. Oh, by the way, this video, I'm watching the original video, by the way. It came out 19 years ago today, on August the 8th, 2007. And it's 8th of August 2026 today. So 19 years ago to the day. So next year it'll be 20 years old. Time goes quite quick, I tell you. I was just before my 23rd birthday, this was when it first came out. There's a remastered version of the video, but I'm going to watch the original video instead. It's been a long time since I watched this, well, on the original one. I didn't see the remastered one, the compilation video, about quite a few years ago, but then I haven't watched it since. I'm going to watch the original video. Right, I'm going to watch this now. It's been a long time, but I want to do it for a reaction video and give my take on it. Right, here we go. Well, I do prefer AVGM, by the way. Always like watching him. But he was okay. Chris Bores, the Irate Gamer.
Mario is perhaps one of the most recognized video game icons of all time, and that could be mainly because they packaged each Nintendo system with the game Super Mario Bros. It quickly became one of the most popular games on the NES, spawning many sequels released in the following years. But when you line up all the Super Mario games in order, one of them just sticks out like a sore thumb. And that game is Super Mario Bros. 2. Now, I know what you're thinking, that I'm going to sit here and attack Super Mario 2. Well, before you start sending your hate mail, just hear me out. No, I don't really hate Mario 2, but when you compare it to the other Mario games, this game just has ass written all over it. First off, there's nothing remotely familiar in this game that was included in the previous ones. There's no coin boxes, no Goombas, no turtles, and worst of all, the ending boss isn't even King Koopa. Instead, we are treated to a whole new cast of goofy and oddball characters. Things like Sniffets, Shy Guys, and Bob-ombs. And the real shit shocker is that the villain of the previous game has now been replaced by a fat frog named Wart. This makes no sense whatsoever. Now when you start this game, you'll have the choice of picking between 4 different characters, all with their own special abilities. Mario is the regular fighter, Luigi is the high jumper,
that means average.
Princess Peach can hover in the air for extended periods of time, and Toadstool, well, he's pretty much worthless. Once you select your player, it's time to start the game, and you do so by falling from a door in the sky. Exactly how a door got up there in the first place is way beyond me, but once you land, you'll notice that the gameplay has been totally altered. First they did away with the ability to smash your enemies. Instead, you'll have to pick them up and toss them at other enemies in order to kill them. Secondly, this game is only a one-player game. It's totally different from the original in which you could play 2 players. Mind if I play? Sorry man, this is just a one-player game. Well, that sucks. Another thing that just pisses me off is the game starts you off with a 2-heart health meter. And every time you get hurt, they take away an entire heart. Now, I wouldn't mind this so much, but they make it very hard to replenish your health. In the first Mario Brothers game, it was really simple. All you had to do was just pound away at coin boxes until you ended up finding a mushroom. But with the second game, they decided to make things much harder. It's only after you kill a certain amount of enemies that a heart will float up from the bottom of the screen. Well, big fucking whoop. Doing it this way is just stupid. And remember that invincibility star? Well, yeah, they pretty much fucked that whole thing up too. Instead of now finding the star, you'll have to go around and collect 5 cherries that are scattered around the level. And after you've collected that 5th cherry, you gotta wait for it. Ugh, look at this shit. Could it move any slower? I can take a shit faster than this.
Must be obvious the footage has been slowed down. And that's World 1 Level 2. Usually I'd go straight to the end, because Birdo is already through the door and I don't need to start. There's only a couple of Shy Guys on that side. Well, They probably already killed him as I went for the door anyway.
Finally! And while we're at it, this game could really use a lot more power-ups too. Some spots of this game are so overcrowded with enemies, it's insane. But luckily, there are places in this game you can hide so enemies can't get to you. Oh, come on! He walked right through the fucking cactus! You know, shit like this that just makes me go from 0 to pissed off in 2.5 seconds.
You went back to that with a wireless controller, it's plugged in,
now
charging it up.
Reach the ending of a level, you're usually greeted by this big dopey
that was the newer
bird that
consoles,
shoots
by the way,
eggs at you.
about.
The first one you come to is pretty easy to kill, but you'll meet a lot more of them as the game advances, and they become harder and harder to defeat. During the course of this game, you'll end up fighting over 15 of these fucking birds, and I swear by the end, I just want to reach through the screen and beat the shit out of this bitch. Get over here! At the end of the game, you'll finally meet up with the last boss, Wart, who ends up just really being a pushover. All you have to do is throw vegetables at him when his mouth is open, and he'll choke on him and die. And yet again, giving kids another reason not to eat their vegetables. After winning, the game then switches over to Mario, who is in bed, and it turns out that he has just been dreaming up this entire game. You know, I wish I was dreaming up this entire game because it fucking sucks. Compared to the other Mario games, this one's the worst one of the bunch. Now, if you think this review is over, then think again, because a few years later, Nintendo released a game called Super Mario All-Stars for the SNES.
Worst of the games, but
this was a collection of all the Super Mario titles for the NES, which included giving them new backgrounds and music upgrades. These games were Mario 1, 2, 3, and a bonus game called Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels. Lost Levels? Wait a minute, there are lost levels? Where on earth did they find these things? And how exactly did they become lost in the first place? Well, the title is very misleading, because after doing some research, it turns out that this game is in fact the real Super Mario Bros. 2. Released only in Japan, this game continues where the first one left off. All the same enemies, power-up items, even the maps look the same. This game right here is the perfect predecessor to the first Mario.
Other Mario Bros. 2, the one we've got, Super Mario Bros. 2 in America and Europe.
Problem here. If this was the original Mario 2, then where the hell did our Mario 2 come from? I mean, games like this just don't appear out of thin air. What the hell? This mystery is very confusing, but we must get to the bottom of it. And after doing even more research, I found something that is guaranteed to flip some shit. Years earlier, a game was released called Doki Doki Panic. It started off with two kids getting pulled into a book by a green hand, and the heroes of the game going in after them. Now, the introduction may not look familiar, but once you start the game, you will be amazed.
I play this on the Famicom Disk System on my gaming channel, by the way.
This looks pretty damn familiar. In fact, it's the exact same game. And we're not just talking about copying the layout of the levels, everything has been stolen. The enemies, the music, power-ups,
well, not stolen,
everything.
Copied.
If you compare both these games side by side, you'll see it's the exact same video game. Ugh, unfucking believable.
Then again, Adventure Island and Wonder Boy is the
same abilities as the characters in Mario 2. I mean, look, here's Mario, Luigi,
that's Toad, like Toad. Well, that's right.
Princess.
Yeah, similar to Princess.
And yeah,
Toad's
even the worthless Toad. Now,
actually,
I will give them the benefit of the doubt, because they did change and upgrade a few things from the original. Like, instead of turtle shells, you pull out weird-looking heads. And the water flows a lot faster in this game than the Mario clone. But even with that being said, what the fuck? These two games shouldn't have anything in common. It's unclear as to why they copied it in the first place, but many have speculated that the real Mario 2 game was just too much like the first one. And I guess that's understandable,
and
because having two of the same thing could get stale and repetitive. Yep, stale and repetitive. Now, I was never a big fan of Super Mario 2, but a few years ago, they released it again, and this time for the Game Boy Advance. Super Mario 2 was given a complete makeover, and the end result is amazing.
Yeah,
I can honestly say that for the first time, this truly feels like a Mario game. They totally revamped all the levels, Included a lot more power-ups, mixed it with some interesting enemies, and now finding hearts to replenish your health is so much easier. So now that we have the newer version, we can now destroy the original.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
What the hell you think you're doing? Face it, your reviews suck. I'm taking over and destroying the original. But you can't do that. Just watch me. Time for some flower power. What? Whew. That was a close one. Where am I?
Well, well, looks like I have another minion to torture.
I'm getting you for this. Ah!
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen that video, but yeah, I always liked Super Mario Bros. 2, even though I do play Mario Bros. 1 and 3 a lot, but yeah, it's still a very good game. Nothing bad about it. I mean, what's bad about it? I mean, it's a lot better than this Japanese version because it's more fun to play, but yeah, but then again, they've used elements from Mario Bros. 2 in the other games that allow, like Mario 64, you got Shy Guys, some Shy Guys there, then one of them that flies, and then you got Pokies in there, like from Mario World in there as well, and then you got the bombs in Mario Bros. 3, so they use elements from Mario Bros. 2 a lot into the other future games. So yes, I always like playing Super Mario Bros. 2. I played it the other day actually on the Switch too. So, you know, even though I played it on the gaming channel about over 5 years ago. And after I played Mario Bros. 1, then I played 2, then 3, then played other games after that. So check out my gaming channel as well, of course. You know, I played Doki Doki Panic on there, and also played the Japanese Mario Bros. 2. So yeah, they're still very good games. But yeah, in conclusion, I always say Mario Bros. 2 is always good to play. Right, well that's it. That's another reaction video I've done. So I thought I'd watch that. It's 19 years ago to the day. I could have done it next year instead, but for the 20th anniversary of the video. But I might do it now, I suppose. Right, I'm going to go now. Thanks for watching. I'll be back soon. So see ya.